Welcome to video 4. My name is Nicola Malarkey, and in this video I'm going to go through what to include in your education and qualifications part of your CV. The difference between education and qualification, basically education is your educational studies, your GCSEs, A-levels, your degree. Postgraduate if you did a PhD, where your qualifications are more your professional qualifications. For example, in project management you can get Prince 2 qualification, you can get your MCSEs. On the networking side of things there are many different professional qualifications that you can get which will benefit you in applying for your roles. Different jobs, different industries and different amount of experience depends on what you include and where you include it on your CV. For recent graduates, for example, having your education first is definitely a bonus, basically because that's why you're applying for roles. People are going to be looking at your education and what you actually achieved. You probably won't have very many professional qualifications, so this may not actually apply to yourself, so don't worry about that. Professional qualifications will usually apply to people who have more experience. With respect to the professional qualifications, you can include it at the beginning of your CV on the first page, or you can certainly share the qualifications that you've got in your personal profile, so therefore you don't need to use the real estate of the first page to put your qualifications there. And you can have your qualifications on the last page, so long as you've got across the qualifications that are needed for the role that you're applying for. So if you're applying for a project management role and they need the Prince 2 qualification, ensure that in your profile you say, Prince 2 qualified project manager, so therefore it gets that message across. You need to weigh up the pros and cons of how to lay out your CV. So that really does depend on the industry, your experience, and the job that you're applying for, whether you put that first or last on your CV. The key thing that it's industry, job and experience independent, is make sure it's in reverse chronological order, because people want to know about your most recent education, your most recent qualifications that you've got. They're not really interested in something you did 20 years ago. If you're not using it now, really, would you employ somebody in your team if they were doing something 20 years ago when you needed it now? So that's just one thing to keep in mind. So next video 5, I'm going to cover your career history and what to include in that. So I look forward to seeing you then. Take care. Bye bye.